Hello everyone, and welcome to the employee recorded training session for Group 1 Exempt Employees and how you will be recording your time in the system. So in this training session, we're going to go over how Group 1 Exempt Employees record their time in the Kronos Timekeeper system. Now, before I go into how to record your time, the first thing I want to go over are the different types of employees and what groups every employee is in. So just an FYI, this document is available on the HR intranet site for your future reference if you ever want to refer back to it. Okay, so the first group of employees are exempt employees. The second group of employees are non-exempt timestamp employees. And the third group is going to be your 7K exempt, your 28-day cycle employees. So your troopers, cadets, CBI agents, and non-exempt firefighters. So how do you tell what group you are in? Well, it's pretty simple. Group 1 exempt employees are all exempt employees. What exempt means is that if you work over 40 hours in a week, you do not get paid for overtime and you do not earn comp time. So if I'm an exempt employee and I work 48 hours in a week, I'm still only going to get paid for those 40 hours. Okay, so that's what exempt means. You are FLSA exempt. Group 3 employees are a cadet. If you are a CBI agent or a non-exempt fighter, you are automatically in Group 3. Now, if you are not in Group 1 and you are not in Group 3, you are automatically in Group 2, what we call our non-exempt timestamp employees. So in this training session, we're going to be going over Group 1 exempt employees. In subsequent training sessions, we're going to be going over how Group 2 and Group 3 record their time worked in the Kronos Timekeeper system. But in this session, we will be going over Group 1. Group 1 exempt employees will have a pre-populated schedule in the Kronos Timekeeper system. This schedule was provided to HR by the employee's supervisor. So if your schedule, as it is shown in Kronos Timekeeper, is not correct, you will need to speak with your supervisor, and your supervisor will have to notify HR that your schedule needs to be updated. Or if your schedule changes, your supervisor will also need to update the Human Resources Office. So exempt employees, your time recorded is going to be based on your pre-populated schedule. So you won't really have to record your time per se, because it's going to be recorded for you. However, it is up to you to make sure that your schedule is reflecting correctly in the system. Exempt employees will also need to log in and submit time off requests, and they will also need to approve their time card on a weekly basis. They will not be able to edit their time card except for requesting time off. So again, if your schedule changes or is not correct, you'll need to let your supervisor know so that they can notify the Human Resources Office. So in this training session, I'm going to go over the time card navigation. I'm going to go over recorded time for Group 1 exempt employees, and I'm going to go over how to approve your time card. So as you can see here, we are in the My Time Card window in the My Workspace area. As you see, Henry Adams, who we are logged in as right now, has a pre-populated schedule. Okay? He works from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, so he works 10-hour days. And you can see the schedule right here. Okay? These in and out columns are going to be pre-populated based on the schedule. So Henry doesn't have them shown right now, but they will be pre-populated based on the schedule. Okay. And over here is the transfer column. That's really only for employees who have grant time or special events that they need to record their time to. So if this is blank, don't worry about it. That's how it's supposed to be. And then this column is the pay code column, and this will show you if you requested time off and it was approved, it will show in this column, and it will say, you know, annual leave or sick leave or whatever it is you requested, holiday time, whatever. These last four columns show the different amounts. So this amount column right here is for the single line. This column, the shift column, is shows you the amount for the shift that you worked. The daily column shows you the amounts for the calendar day, and the period column shows you the amount for the work period. Okay. Now over here we have some icons. So up here on this drop down right here, right now we're looking at the current pay period. If we wanted to view previous pay periods or a different time period, we could choose one of these options on the drop down, or we can click on the calendar icon and put in specific dates and view those in the time card. We can also print the time card, refresh the time card. And then down here, if you notice this gray arrow down here, if you click on it, it will show you different totals. Right now, Henry Adams doesn't have any totals in his time card, which is why it's showing no data to display. But if you had time worked, it would show you the different time worked or leave taken or what have you, and you can filter it by clicking on these drop downs right here. This tab right here, the accruals tab, is one of the ways that you can actually see your current leave balances. So just be aware that that's there. Okay, now over here we have the approved time card drop down. So if I click on this and then I click on approved time card, it will show that my time card is approved, and it turned this sort of orangey yellowy color. That means my time card has been approved. Now let's say that I accidentally approved my time card, but that I forgot to put in a time off request, and now I need to go back and take off my approval. Well, I can click on this drop down and remove the time card approval, and then it will turn back white and my approval has been taken off. Now please note that if you have approved your time card and your supervisor has approved your time card, you will not be able to make any edits to your time card at all. So at the point where you have approved your time card and your supervisor has approved your time card, any edits that need to be made after that will have to go through your supervisor. Okay? So in this training session, we went over the different groups of employees and how the group 1 employees are going to record their time through a pre-populated schedule. We also went over basic navigation of the My Time Card window, and we also went over how to approve a time card for group 1 exempt employees. If you have any questions, please feel free to submit them to the Human Resources Office, either through email, which is cdps_hr@state.co.us, or you can give us a call at 303-239-4427. Thank you for attending and have a great day.